messing around with these all things right now. So this is what exterior, interior, the main computer of this bike. So it's going to come over here like this, and the rectifier is going to come behind this. So it's going to come over here like this, and this box, the fuse box, is going to come over here like this. So this was the safest place I could found on over here. Before I was thinking to mount it somewhere over there, but now that I'm not getting enough space over there, so that's what I've thought to come over here. And yes, there is plenty of space over here. I could mount these all things. So there are still things remaining like a fuse, some sort of fuse over here. And yes, the starter solenoid for the battery. The battery is going to go over there, so I need to get this cable thing. So let's just move on and mount other things. This wire was for the clutch sensor, so whether it is to start this thing up, I think so, I don't remember exactly, maybe we have to catch the clutch and start up. So that wire is also done. So we are almost nearly to fire this thing up, very near, very close to fire this thing up, but still there's a lot of wirings to be done. For the battery is ready, so it's kind of like this, you can see. So what I'm actually doing over here is I'm making thread for the bolt, so it will be easy for me to move this plate out and fix it again, because I'm mounting it right over where the counter shaft bolt, the jack shaft bolt is there. So that's what the place I found it. And this mess is still remaining, the wiring is still remaining, so I need to go ahead with that, but I made this off. So let's just make the thread and mount this thing up. Alright guys, here's what's happening over here. I've done all the wirings and yes, everything is perfect. But I don't know why this thing is starting right now. And there's another thing, one big issue. I have got a leaked petrol tank. I don't know from where this thing started up leaking. I checked the pressure inside this, it was not there before. Now I don't know why it's leaking again. Just from one corner, from this corner, this is leaking. So it's dipping oil from petrol from here. So, but still, I looked at later on. But now it's time for me to get this thing fired up. I'm trying to get this thing fired up, but there's issues like I cannot get this thing started up. I don't know what exactly is the issue. Yes! Yes! Finally, it has started up. And yes, I can hear this thing. There is a lot of sound over here. Let's just try to fire up this thing once again. And the gas being blank. Yeah, out of petrol. So there is some mistakes I need to correct it out in this petrol connection and also this thing. So it needs to be set out. But once let's just fire this thing up and hear the sound how it's because I wanted to hear this thing fired up. Finally, I got it started up, and yes, there was like a smoke, or what we say, flames coming out from the exhaust because there is no pipes and or anything over here. So that thing was happening over here, but still I need to. Now it's confirmed that it's fired up, so I can just move on to the petrol tank and repair that thing to go out and test it out. And yes, huh? finally we got it running, and yes, I have done the test drive without the exhaust, and there was bit of issues. So anyways guys, I'm not going to do more tests on this. So it was amazing. I do agree that it was amazing, but the ratios for the gearings, I need to change that sprocket. That's too big, and the ratio over what I'm getting over here isn't having that much torque. So this thing is having too much of torque, but the thing is that this thing is not moving at all. So the last, when I was coming inside the garage, so it was in 6th gear. In 6th gear, the toppest gear, I was riding it. So at the end, but at the beginning it was in maybe 2nd gear or 3rd gear, like this, as I mentioned in the video. So it was in that gear, so it was doing nothing at all, no response, no anything. But with the 6th gear, this thing was responding, and yeah, it was awesome. So at the front in the engine there is 14 teeth, and the back is riding 44 teeth. So the 44 in the opposite for the reverse kit, there is 16 teeth, and back it is 39 teeth. So yes, it's all reduction. But what I'm thinking to do is, now instead of 44 teeth, I'm shifting it to 18 teeth. I found that sprocket, so I don't know when it will be here. So I'm thinking to use that, and there is going to be a little bit changes I need to do over that side. So but don't mind, I will do that as I get this sprocket over here. We'll go ahead and do that. But yes, and yeah, that thing, the clutch, the reverse kit also worked perfect, but the cable broke out. So I need to readjust that thing over there. The fuel pump which I was using before, it just leaked out, and yeah, I have to change the petrol to other things. So that's also thing I need to sort that thing out. And yes, there are many things to be sorted out. If I goes on explaining means it will be too big. So I hope you all enjoyed my video. If you enjoyed it, then hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the notifications so you won't miss out my videos. And yes, hopefully we'll be riding this BMW and somewhere else, or maybe at home, I don't know, but after the exhaust.